and he's live with me right now. Mark, thank you for taking the time out to talk with me tonight. I watched your Twitter last night as we broke all this news on this program of what he was up to in these late night hours, stealing the gun, making a break for it, the shots fired from the homeowner. How are you getting all of this information, and do you have any more tonight?
Glad to be with you tonight. So, like a lot of the people that are watching, I have invested interests just like many others. I have friends that are there working, that are searching, that have been telling me their tale of what they're going through emotionally, mentally, physically. So I've kind of just been an outlet for some of the people I used to work with that are still in law enforcement working. So when that happens, they kind of just give you a little information here and there, nothing that would jeopardize, any investigations, but enough to say this is what is going on, and I think maybe the public should know this, but there's just no time for them to go through proper channels to get it out. So that's why I've just been fortunate enough to, have people I worked with in the past there on the ground right now.
Did they tell you anything new that's happened in the last little bit? Like, we just got this new breaking information, that there's been this brand new sighting tonight, and then before you, John Muffler was able to find out this bit of information that the rifle is sawed off and that it's crudely fashioned with duct tape with the flashlight on the top. Have your contacts out in the field told you anything new?
So they're out in the field. They probably wouldn't have that information at this moment because the people that I've been in contact with are out searching. They're in the fields, they're in the woods. I won't say too much more what they're doing, but they expected this. This is, like John said, this is where a pattern has been formed by the suspect. They're anticipating this and probably anticipating some more activity overnight.
Mark, one of the other things that was on your Twitter feed, it stood out like a beacon to me. You tweeted out that Danelo Cavalcante's sister, the one who has been now picked up by ICE, the one who the authorities said wasn't being helpful, so off she went as an illegal. She was a housekeeper. You mentioned that she was a housekeeper for many of the homes in this area where he's breaking in. Do we know if she provided him with information about which homes were vacant that she'd cleaned and which homes might have had the kinds of supplies or weapons that he needed?
Now, that was a question that a few people reached out to me in that area, just saw my Twitter, and said that she was their housekeeper, their neighbor's housekeeper, that they were concerned, and I believe they have their own Facebook grouping that are talking about it. I don't know the name of it, but they were concerned that if she's been in their homes, that she would have passed this information on to maybe her brother, so he would know, okay, I can go to this house and find this there. That was their concern. I did pass that along to somebody in law enforcement. At this point, it doesn't seem like they're overly concerned about that detail. But like you said, she was somebody who were watching. They knew who she was. They knew that there was an attempt with her and her brother to aid him in the beginning. And then I guess once they realized, they took her into custody and realized she wasn't going to be any help to them, that's when they decided to move forward and start to deport her.
Okay, one last question about that sister. Did you learn that she was able to get through the perimeter early in the escape and that they put surveillance on her?
She attempted to. They let her go, and a surveillance team, from what I was told, was put on her early. And it just kind of lines up with everything that has happened. So obviously they watched her, I'm sure, as John would know more, the federal marshals probably watched her for a period of time, interviewed her, see what, work she would do with them or wouldn't do. And obviously they felt this wasn't a person that was going to be helpful to them in any way. And that's why they took her into custody.
It's astounding information that she was a housekeeper in this area, that she had broken through the perimeter, or at least attempted to, and that they put this surveillance on her. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.